Monday, June 3rd, 2019. Israel strikes a Syrian airbase. Syrian state media reported late Sunday night that missiles were fired at a military base in Homs. The report follows Israel's strike on Syrian targets Saturday night, after 2 rockets were fired from Syria toward the Golan Heights. The Israeli military confirmed it had targeted a number of military targets in Syria in overnight airstrikes, including 2 artillery batteries, observation posts near the border, and an air defense battery. President Donald Trump heads to Europe at a time of remembrance and turmoil. Andrea Nahles said on Sunday she would resign as leader of Germany's Social Democrats, raising new doubts about the durability of Chancellor Angela Merkel's ruling coalition with the center-left party. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday informed the Education Minister and Justice Minister that they have been fired from the government and the cabinet. Mike Pompeo says the U.S. is prepared to talk to Iran with no preconditions. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said Sunday that the Trump administration is ready for unconditional discussions with Iran in an effort to ease rising tensions that have sparked fears of conflict.
We're prepared to engage in a conversation with no preconditions.
Pompeo repeated long-standing U.S. accusations that Iran is bent on destabilizing the region, but he also held out the possibility of talks as President Donald Trump has suggested. Iran's foreign minister dismissed Trump's invitation for Iranian officials to contact him about possible talks. New details have emerged in the Virginia Beach mass shooting this past Friday, though authorities are still searching for a motive. Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz predicted WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange won't be extradited to the United States to face charges under the Espionage Act. Airline passengers crossing through TSA checkpoints left nearly $1 million in loose change and cash at screening stations this past fiscal year, and more than $131,000 of that cash came from the New York City area. Amid USS McCain controversy, Pentagon says military will not be politicized. The Pentagon has told the White House that the U.S. military will not be politicized in response to a controversy after officials directed the United States Navy to keep the USS John S. McCain out of sight during a recent speech by President Donald Trump in Japan.
I didn't know anything about it. I would never have done that.
While the directive was not implemented after senior Navy officials found out about the request, the incident has raised questions about the politicization of the military, which has traditionally been seen as being apolitical. A bicyclist slapped an Orthodox man in the head, knocking off his fedora as he passed him on a Brooklyn street in the latest anti-Semitic crime in the city. Governor Andrew Cuomo announced he will travel to Israel in the summer to express solidarity with the Jewish community. The New York State Education Department announced proposed regulations Friday for academic instruction at non-public schools, less than 2 months after its guidelines with similar goals were blocked by the state Supreme Court.